two ladies that have played Premier on the other side too. So even though this is a challenger event, a lot of experience on the top level.
100% agreed. Yeah, Andrea Koop won an MLP title in the opening year, and then Mari was on the 5s team last year. I think you guys talked about her on the earlier broadcast and the value she brought to that team.
Yeah, she just jumped in and was a key reason why they came so close, finishing in second as the runner-ups to the Dallas Flash.
And that's something I think the D.C Pickleball team needs to watch out for, not letting Zoe dictate points from the kitchen line. She has the ability to reach and take balls out of the air, which takes a little bit more time. Has a variety of spin and some flicks, so just kind of be alert, looking for that, maybe change the kicking pattern a little bit.
Well, she is dictating, and Brooke had good backup there when one got a little high. And what a start for the Night Owls, who are undefeated here. Challengers started at this event, so there were no matches until here. And the Night Owls are living up to the billing of the best team in Challenger.
Absolutely, yeah, Brooke Buckner on the right here, about to return, has great firepower on both wings, especially of her two-handed backhand counter. One spot she might be vulnerable is in transition, but you have to get to that spot anyway first.
Just all out Night Owl assault here to start.
0-4-2. Right out.
Nothing going for DC, and if you're confused, if you're new here, DC and Brooklyn just changed their whole identity. So the aces went away, the DC Pickleball team swapped and went to Challenger, and Brooke hits it so hard she hit it through the tape and over there.
That was amazing get by Andrea Koop. Yeah. She stuck with it, took an adjustment step, and then for those at home, when you're retrieving a ball like this that bounced really short off the tape, your best option is to hit it like straight up and barely over the net. If you go any further, they're gonna get it out of the air and get you.
Man, the roll dinks of Zoe Wang are just eating Mari up over there, 5-0.
Yeah, I think Zoe would admit it herself. She kind of went and copied Ben's game to the best of her ability, and I think she's thriving.
Pretty good model to follow if you can do it.
You think?
Oh, what a dig from Mari. And the Night Owls are hooting all over this court. 6-0 will switch.
Toward Brooke and see what's happening. They haven't really had any opportunities to attack. And just kind of keep grinding.
Now 7.
$7-0-2.
Well done from Andrea Koop there. Mid-season tournament will be at the Beer City Open, which we all love, going up to Grand Rapids, which Andrea and Paul Richards and the crew up there, can't wait to see them. They do a great job up there.
Yes, this is absolutely player favorite, one of the player favorite events, and yeah, huge shout out to the crew who put many, many hours. They kind of treat it like Mardi Gras. The second Beer City Open is over, they start working on the
Yes, they do. That's absolutely right. There is the wicked special backhand flick of Mariana Humberg. Just special.
Yeah, has tons of top spin. She's able to place it down the line through the middle and cross court.
Second serve.
Lots of action, a little flat on this third shot. And I think another strong point that Mari has in her game are her slice returns. They haven't really, she hasn't been able to do much with them so far in the match. I think also Brooke and Zoe are pretty used to them as well.
And her initials are BB, and there's a BB back through the middle, and they yield a couple, but still a commanding 5-point lead here for the Night Owls.
7-2-1.
What a shot from Andrea Koop right there.
That's an OG move, inside out, misdirect behind Zoe, slightly off pace.
7-2-2. Right out.
Brooke really tries to go after the T serve. We're seeing more T serves these days, Irina. I like it.
2-7-1.
Yeah, you know who's really good at T serves that I noticed is Will Howells.
Yes.
James Ignatius is pretty good as well, not present at the moment.
Not present. Yes, the Chicago Slice player. And so we got tagged on that one. So a
3-7-1.
little comeback brewing for DC here. What a drop from Mari. That unique style, and she doesn't care, she doesn't apologize, and that's why I love pickleball. There's a right way for you to play, not for the people to say you have to play.
I agree. Pickleball offers more flexibility than tennis, for example, in terms of technique and styles.
That's going to be a tough pull into Zoe.
Yeah, I think Andrea maybe was trying to go a little bit more to the left and find her right hip, but not able to get there quite yet.
Great rally for Brooke Buckner right there. Gets the last one down in the dirt and get the ball back. However, the lead is just 3.
7-4-1. Point.
Mari's a little bit upset.
Yeah.
It was definitely a speed up from the shoelaces. Technically, Mari had the advantage of hitting the ball down, but just a little bit late.
There's the nasty slice. I mean, my goodness, Mari.
Yeah, it's best to take it out of the air when possible. At the same time, you don't want to rush too much. But yeah, if that ball bounces, it's extremely challenging to get it back up over the net.
Andrea's asking herself why, and I think we agree.
Yes, but more importantly, 2 missed ATP opportunities, in my opinion, one by Andrea and one by Brooke.
I mean, I'm sitting with the creator of slick tricks. I mean, let's do something fancy over there, and that's not even fancy. Boy, Adam Stone, your coach, see what he's got ready to go for you and the rest of the eights. What a shot from Chao Yi Wang that earns them a game point.
10-4-2.
Shake it, bake it, and walk it off. Flap those wings, Owls. What a start here for the ladies. Buckner and Wang get it done. Fellas will be on center court when we come back. To it, Stefan Auvergne gets us started. Let's play pickleball. Just missed. There's the ATP you were looking for. And what's two lefties on the court, dude? Not one, but we got one on both sides here, Irene.
1-0-2.
I love that. I think it takes a little bit of preparation and resetting, especially like those players who like to visualize their matches before. If you play in a lefty, I think it's a good tool to use. I certainly try to do that when possible and just kind of go through where my thirds go, where my fifths go, and so forth. So I'm guessing these guys went through a similar process.
And how about this youngster Delgado jumping into this team with three high-level, premier-level talent here on the challenger side. And this is a kid oozing with athleticism.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's challenging to come into a situation like this. At the same time, you don't have very many expectations and you have an awesome crew that supports you. It is also interesting to see how players that are newcomers do throughout the season, because they might have success or lack of it in the beginning, but then people figure out their style of play and results might change.
Yeah, it's fun to be the shiny new objects where we don't know your tricks, and then they learn the tricks. Lefty on lefty crime there. Yeah, Delgado actually practices a bunch in North Carolina with Buckner and Fahey. Oh, and there's the slap from DLR. Usually doesn't go off the tape for a winner, but flat.
Daniel can generate very easy, very effortless power.
That's what we get for talking about you there, Daniel. Two apiece here. Again, the Night Owls are undefeated here this weekend in the first weekend of challenger play. Whoopsie from Stefan. Oh, and there's Tyra and Georgia. There we go. Say hi, ladies. They can't get enough. They just can't. They are undefeated. They're 29-3 as a duo. And here they are watching challenger all the way to the end here before they head out to Phoenix with do some battle with teams like the SoCal Hard Eights.
Absolutely. I think everybody plays everybody in Phoenix.
Yeah, that's been fun here. That sort of, it's not a round robin because it's going in your standings, but in essence, that's what we get to experience, and we'll have that for you in Phoenix next week. And check those times because it's hot. So there's some late ones and some early ones.
Few unforced errors here for Daniel on the dinks and in transition, but in the budget so far.
Side out. Three, two, one.
Pablo, he was doing so well.
Now he wanted to belong so much in this rally. He came out with a shoulder fake and everything, but just not in the cards for him in that point.
Side out.
Bunch of empty possessions here.
2-3-1.
Wow. He was moving right, but boy, it's nice to have long arms and be left-handed in that situation.
Stefan's got it all.
3-3-1. Point.
Short return gets punished, and DC jumps back in front.
4-3-1. Second serve.
DC is trying to take as much advantage of the stacking as possible, similar to a power play in hockey, maybe. DC teams play more aggressive.
Side out.
And Irina, let me just be very clear with you. All hockey references are welcome and encouraged here when we're on the mic. I love it.
Absolutely. Especially big shout out to Alex Ovechkin breaking the all scoring.
Did he ever?
My hero. That would be my dream to meet him.
3-4-1.
Okay, there you go. Let's go, Cap fans. Make it happen.
Point.
Not a lot of flow in this one, Irina.
Not yet. People feeling each other out.
4-4-1.
You know, they're building the structure.
Second serve.
I think all four players on the court are capable of generating offense
4-4-2.
from the baseline and from the kitchen.
Wow.
Side
The
out.
footwork was pristine.
4-4-1. Point.
That catches for Daniel De La Rosa, and they're up a point here. And damn, Daniel. Indeed, they had some very special signs over there supporting DC earlier in the week. Those catches. Wow, what a shot from DLR, and DC takes a 2-point lead. So we will switch ends and see if they can hold on to it and tie this match up at 1. We'll be right back. Look up there, ladies, who dropped the first one.
Second serve.
Haven't seen an unforced error from Stefan in a while.
6-4-2.
Been very effective on the Ernies so far.
Point.
Paddle out in front, beautiful from Daniel, taking advantage of a dink that traveled too far.
7-4-2.
Yeah, textbook redirect.
De La Rosa going down to a knee to try to defend there, but too much pace from Delgado. Got a magic act going on, but we have found the ball, and Daniel almost fell over the shrubbery there, but he's okay.
4-7-1.
Again, Stefan Auvergne, what a shot.
Yeah, the ball comes off his paddle with
4-7-2.
funky spin. Difficult to react to it. I think out of all lefties,
Point.
like Pablo, Tyler, Stefan's kind of inside-out spin is probably the funkiest to me. But all three of them do it a little bit.
Point.
And a miss from Daniel, and their lead is down to 1. Pablo urging on the youngster all the way.
6-7-2. Side out.
Daniel thrives in conditions like this. Pace of the
Oh,
third shot,
7-6-1.
like bring it on.
Second serve.
Can't find the 5th there, however.
7-6-2.
Oh, and Idell got that one. What a shot from James, my goodness.
That was a major shoulder squeeze to get that ball cross-court angle like that.
I mean, that is the talent that they identified when they put this team together and then added him as the 4th piece. Made big trades to get Tellez and Buckner. Zoe the lone holdover.
6-7-2.
Once again, just feasts on that one. Empty trip for the Night Owls.
Let's see, I'm looking maybe for Daniel to drive the third. Otherwise, Stefan's probably going to remain aggressive and look to cover at least 60% of the third shots.
Point.
Huge serve from De La Rosa, 8-6. Don't have to cover anything if you hit a serve that's that good in the corner.
Absolutely.
Oh, Ernie alert again, but too tight to the net to do anything with it.
Yes, that ball, that dink was really short, so Stefan just had to barely push it back in. Las Vegas finds the open court.
I mean, you can see what this cat is capable of. That first take was impressive.
Absolutely. Strong foundation in the lower body. Drives a lot of power from there.
6-8-1.
Slow, patient point, and I felt a little wind pick up there in the middle of that arena.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you. There's some gusts moving through the court. You know, players might look to take more balls out of the air if that's the case. And yeah, avoid dropping, maybe resort to hybrid or drives.
And Tellez can't find the court with that attack, so nothing added to their score sheet. Back to DC, 3 points from an even match.
Hey, smart here, smart here.
8-6-1. Point.
Delgado pops it up, Auvergne right through the middle. 9-6.
I think he's upset a little bit with himself. He had an opportunity to be a little bit more aggressive, perhaps on an earlier dink that set up. He had a good look on the forehand to speed up, and just kind of outsmarted himself.
Oh dear, paddle clank, but it's okay. And that is not okay, and game point for DC.
10-6-1.
And Daniel says, get that the heck on out of here. And we are knotted up. Night Owls grab the ladies match and the fellas go to DC. We'll have
They're going to hit down the line much. And I think Zoe prefers to be on the left and Mari prefers to be on the left. So it's a match made in heaven for all 4 players on the court. They're in their favorite patterns.
They most certainly are. So let's just see who gets that heavenly touch and wins this one and gives their team the 2-1 lead.
Point.
Pablo is very happy with the way his partner is executing the strategy. Very smart, he says.
Oh my goodness, Mariana Humberg says, "Are you not entertained?" What a shot. Wow.
Pablo didn't believe in them.
Snuck that around there. Pablo didn't cover it.
He's gonna watch a replay later tonight.
Not be happy about it. It's like, just let Zoe keep setting me up. It's a lot more fun. 2-0 start for the Night Owls.
Point.
Great footwork by Zoe there. She was closing in pretty hard after Pablo's solid drop. Mari goes behind her, but Zoe continues to take multiple little steps and make sure that her 7 shot was in position.
Firefight goes the way of DC. They get the ball back here.
0-3-1. Second serve.
88 degrees here, 4:12 Central Time. Delayed about an hour and 10 minutes or so earlier because of rain, but I think we should be good, knock on wood, for the balance of this one. And there's the magic Mari backhand out of the air through the middle.
One, 3-2. Side out.
Solid depth of return there, Zoe.
3-1-1. Second serve.
Pablo, you jumped in front of James and missed, and now you've jumped in front of Zoe and missed.
Now you might have to call a timeout next time he does it and let him know.
Point.
Makes up for it there with a big wreck of a forehand. Now 4-1 for the Night Owls.
4-1-2. Side out.
Looks like there's just a little bit of hesitation between Zoe and Pablo, who takes that 3rd shot.
Point.
So Pablo wasn't loaded in the best position every single time.
2-4-1.
But let's see how they adjust.
Second serve. 2-4-2.
Oh, that is beautiful from Pablo as Stefan sneaks into the middle and it goes right past his right shoulder.
Yes, super sneaky. Pablo held it for the longest time.
4-2-1. Second serve.
Couple of missed serves here from the Southpaw fellas.
4-2-2.
And there's the Mari special.
Two, 4-1. Second serve.
Mari nods her head like, yep, that's perfect, right at my feet.
2-4-2.
Pablo's like, I got spin as well.
Point.
Just crazy, that shot, with the torque of the wrist and everything else going on there, but it is
3-4-2.
effective. And she does it again.
Yeah, maybe Zoe can look into thinking some of the shots to the middle, or potentially slowing down the pace of her dings a little bit. But so far, Mari with 3 in a row.
Oh, what a dig from Stefan. What chaos. This is awesome. And Pablo jumps in there, and the most fun point of the match goes to the Night Owls.
We're 4-1.
Yeah, come on.
Point.
Come on.
Good pressure by Pablo there, might have created just a little bit of disturbance right before Mari hit her slice. All within the rules.
Second serve.
Zoe tries to return the favor, but finds the net. Second try to get to 6 and switch up a couple.
Side out.
Yep, yep.
How big for you is having that lead at the side switch?
Well, I think depends, yeah, if the conditions are windy, depends if I'm going to a good side or a bad side, but you certainly try to do your best to get a little bit of a lead, but I think if the game is close, it pretty much doesn't matter. It's just an extra timeout that everybody enjoys, and you get opportunity to hydrate and reset.
Wow, there he is again with the left hand in the for DC as they put it back in play. What a shot from Zoe after all that spin in the wind.
The Night Owls did a fantastic job just surviving and grinding throughout this point until they got back to the net.
Wow, that's 2 rallies in a row where the Night Owls were in big trouble and survive and now get the ball back.
5-6-1.
I mean, gets that thing on the ground in a hurry.
Absolutely, but there's also what makes it difficult to read is like a very similar preparation that she has before every shot, and the timing, because sometimes she holds it till the very last moment, and sometimes she kind of extends toward the ball a little bit earlier. But her body position is so still prior to that sometimes you get surprised when the paddle is in action.
So the Mariana Humberg show gets the ball back quickly. Oh, sneaky southpaw on sneaky southpaw crime there. Look at that. Pablo never saw it.
Yeah, Stefan slides. The ball was fairly high, so a lot of players might just slam it down the middle from that point, but Stefan just slides it inside out behind Pablo.
And she does it again, this time through the middle, and Mari sets the Bari.
I don't know how to follow that one. Yeah.
8-5-1.
The fans keep making the signs. I'll keep reading them for them.
Nice.
Second serve.
Go, Pablo.
8-5-2.
Oh, no. Wow.
Bad luck for the Owls here. Mari's dialed with her thirds and her dinks. Zoe knew she kind of had to get out of the pattern. The change of direction she actually executed.
Yes.
Barely over the net. It was amazing.
So this is where that Night Owls have got to go, get at least two, and they get one on a gift.
Good pressure from Pablo though.
Yes. And there's two.
Pablo was ready for a misdirect this time and then just pulls the same shot back.
I think DC called timeout here. They did indeed. So.
For to be coached during a timeout and the amount of information, and sometimes it takes a second to get to know each other. But a lot of times you read the body language as well, and sometimes, you know, coach has to understand when to maybe interfere and help relax the player, make them smile or snap out of their black hole, or sometimes the coach just needs to let them do whatever they do and go from there.
What a dink from Pablo. Yeah, it's carrot or the stick. Some players do want some very direct feedback if it's not going well, and there's some that if you do that will crumble. So that's a big part of being a coach. So he calls off Pablo and takes the third, and Pablo wasn't ready, so they do run it all the way back within one.
And a lot of discussion we also notice timeout or between points is between players. So sometimes players step into the coaching shoes, and that works really well also.
Wow, Mari thought she had it through there, and Pablo just got a paddle on it.
Surviving.
Yes.
It wasn't pretty, but the job is done.
Pablo sends it, it goes deep, and we have a game point for DC.
Come on. 10-8-2.
And what a way to walk that off. Stefan Auvergne through the middle, and after losing, Andrea Koop will get us started. Let's play pickleball. Oh, DLR is not home.
You know, you have to establish dominance early in the match, and Brooke Buckner is on it right now.
What a shot. Wow, just off the tape, and a sorry, not sorry from Brooke.
1-0-1.
What a shot from Delgado.
Nice aggressive movement, following his drive. Keeps his swings compact and low center of gravity through all that. Now he repeats the same combo from a roll. Let's see what kind of
3-0-1.
combination he comes up with here.
Man, just firing. The DLR's like, I've seen enough of the youngster. Get that out of here.
Yeah, he almost got away with the third type of combo, drive, drive, but defended well by DC.
Great hands from Daniel De La Rosa right there.
He's not going to let Brooke pass him inside in on the backhand another time.
Not today. Big drive from Koop is well deep.
0-3-2.
What a dig from Daniel. And then gets the last word back against the grain. Wow.
Andrea Koop perfect in transition there, survives 3 or 4 attacks, redirects the ball cross court.
Ugly hack at that from Brooke.
Yeah, perhaps slightly unexpected cross court straight up by Andrea, but catches Brooke in the body.
Wow, what a drive, what a pickup from Brooke. And Delgado reaching, finds the tape, tied at 3. Koop does not approve on the one side. Man, they got the markers and the poster board going here for DC. I'm impressed.
Side out.
Yes, they came prepared. It's not even one of those where you erase.
No.
It's just a new piece of paper
Exactly.
every single time. I mean, maybe we can bid for the whole collection at the end.
We should.
That's what they did.
Oh, beautiful read from Delgado right there.
Andrea was a little bit hesitant on whether or not A, the ball was in or out, B, should I go around the post or not, and then she ran out of time.
Just plain dink up the line, demolished from Delgado. Oh, and he's lurking again, and wow. Okay, so Daniel heard the yell that went with it and is nodding his head, but look out.
Las Vegas, of course, pushing hard for the Dream Breaker. They have to win this game to get there.
And Daniel, not surprisingly, did not turn around and walk back to the line there after that impressive display of fast hands. They poked,
back up.
No, they poked the bear here, so we'll see what happens from here. But the pace from Buckner is just there. And 6-3 for the night out. Next week, I mentioned Jack Sock was injured in Atlanta and is coming back, and he texted me having heard that and said he is good to go. So we will have him in action for the Phoenix Flames. And that slides deep, and now the lead is 4.
7-3-2. Side out. 3-7-1. Point.
Man, I didn't see that ball being taken out of the air as a choice, but he made it one.
And now that was just a little bit awkward movement and body positioning there. Daniel with the right play, but not able to keep his third shot low enough. Brooke and the Night Owls become a more offensive team and take advantage of the point.
Nice little touch from Delgado. Okay. 4 points from a dream breaker.
7-4-1.
Wide from De La Rosa.
One. Second serve.
I mean, he doesn't get cheated on the swing, Irene. I'll give him that.
You know, sometimes you swing and you miss, and that's okay.
That's okay. Man, what a couple of balls in recovery there by Brooke Buckner. That's impressive. 2 points away from heading to a dream breaker.
9-4-2.
And make that one after, again, full crank from Delgado.
Yeah, it's one miss and 2 cranks so far. So far he's winning.
Yeah. And that'll do it. So 11-4 quickly for the Night Owls, and we are indeed going to the dream breaker here. Here we go. Let's play pickleball. First to 21 rally scoring. Got to win by 2, and great start for Pablo Tellez.
I just haven't seen any dream breakers, and correct me if I'm wrong, in 2025 where girls play the fellas. I think
I have not seen that either. Correct. And I love when that happens. I love when that happens. And I'm cheering for the
guys.
And I'm cheering for the ladies. Come on. Great return from Pablo. So this will be the last one of this rotation. Can Pablo get out the door 3-1?
Yeah, Pablo choosing to return to Stefan's stronger side in the last one, hoping to go open court in the next, but he didn't have to.
What a shot. So Tellez does indeed get him off and running. 3-1 for Pablo. Now let's see what the youngster Delgado. He's got the hat on backwards. He's a catcher.
3-1.
Wow, slides into that. And does anyone make sports look more effortless? I mean, Daniel De La Rosa just there beautifully.
2-3.
No look, understands angles really well.
What a shot up the line. 2-handed backhand up the line from there is a very difficult shot to execute.
Yeah, it was the smallest target on the court.
4-2.
But James gets it in there.
And then just a blistering forehand from Delgado. Gets the paddle clap from De La Rosa.
5-2.
Oh, look at the one-e. And the one-e goes past Delgado. Here comes the ruling.
Under video review, the in ruling stands. The ball was in. Las Vegas, you lose 1 free challenge. You have none remaining. D.C., you have 1 free challenge remaining. We'll resume play at side out 3-5.
I mean, if you're going to just hit absolute rope back-to-back one-handed backhands, that thing's got to be in. That's in.
3-5.
And I'm a member of Tui Nation, but that was special.
Side out, .6.
No one was sure. It felt like that ball was deep.
6-3.
Wow, there's the singles prowess of Brooke Buckner, one of the best in the world in the Carvana PPA Tour.
Absolutely, and Brooke is going to try to serve big enough that Mari doesn't really have time to slice.
7-3.
So she was successful before. Let's see if she can do it again. Yep.
Oh my. Mari fired up that she won that rally.
Yeah, playing against Brooke, you have to survive first 3 shots. Then you have a little better chance.
And Mari's like, I hit the same shot, and unfortunately so did Brooke. So Brooke goes 3-1, and it is 8-4 for the Night Owls.
8-4.
Man, what a lineup that the Night Owls can then trot out Zoe Wang, another very good singles player, as their second female
9-4.
in Challenger. All over the net again, and I'm told there is weather coming in here, so you're going to see the wind swirling around a lot. When Texas gets angry, the wind kicks up, so we will be rushing off the air so people can get home safely and get the court put away, and Zoe is there.
Side out, point 5.
Nice hustle by both players. I think Koop is pretty much as good as anyone when it comes to 4 points every 12. So gotta watch out for her.
Oh, in.
Side out, point 11.
Wow. In from Zoe. So 3 for every one of the Night Owls except for Delgado, who got 2. And what a start to the Dream Breaker for those staying up late in Sin City.
Players did change ends, so it seems like the wind is blowing all sorts of directions right now, so we'll see if it matters.
Oh, runs around it and pulls it inside in. Beautiful shot.
Oh, we want to see it again to believe it.
12-5.
Irina would like you to prove it with a second one. Oh, he went back cross. Drop shot, not great, but effective.
That one counts too,
yeah.
Right? Because he held the same position and then went the other direction.
13-5.
Going for 3.
Oh, what a drop. And Pablo, look away winner, and it is an onslaught. And the Night Owls being able to put this lineup out there in Challenger and a Dream Breaker is really, really tough. Use their movement against them. 3-1 again for Pablo. There are definitely premier teams that would love to put this lineup out there in a Dream Breaker.
6-14.
Uh-oh.
Side out, point 15.
Daniel went for it, got too much of it. 15-6 now. The Night Owls looking to remain unbeaten on the campaign.
15-6. Point.
It looks like the wind continues to be in favor of the Night Owls here. I think most players would agree they prefer to play with the wind in singles.
For sure. What a read from De La Rosa. He was there before Delgado hit it.
Yeah, he didn't hit a particularly good return, but managed to get to the kitchen just in time.
Man, look at the big fella covering the court and then put it away. 10-point advantage being handed over to the BBs that'll be coming from that Yola paddle of Brooke Buckner's. Doing a little landscaping is Mariana Humberg, always with a smile.
17-7.
Oh, hit it right back to her. She had down the line available.
Some friendly chatter between the players.
18-7.
What a serve. Oh, what a shot from Mari Humberg. My goodness. Brooke couldn't hit 2 better shots, and Mari said, get it, you know, you got to be better than that. Wow. What a volley.
That was definitely from a tennis playbook and inside out backhand drop shot. That was a lot of court, good margin for Mari, and Brooke was giving her all. She was in the last gear trying to get to that ball.
So 2-2 there. And opportunity for Zoe to put a nightcap and a finishing touch on this Night Owls victory. Needs 2, but again, you must win it on your serve, even though we are playing rally scoring. She's there. Oh, man. How about the hustle of the Night Owl ladies on 2 points in a row where it looked just no chance and they still went for it?
Absolutely. Well, you have to keep grinding in situations like this, not to give the other team the momentum.
Off the tape for Andrea.
Because then, yes, you can have a couple of let court, something, and then next thing you know, 4-point difference. Not quite there yet. But Koop is determined.
3 in a row for Koopy Nation here. And can she run the table and make this interesting with Stefan coming up next? She cannot. Tough volley there from Zoe Wang. Earns a match point for Pablo.
See Pablo probably going for his serve, rightfully so. He's definitely wants a forehand. Look how far in the corner he is standing.
Stefan stays back, and that will do it. So a perfect weekend in Austin for the Las Vegas Night Owls. Good effort from DC. They'll take a point in the standings against this team. That's a good outcome, and what a weekend we've had in Austin. We'll take a quick look at what has taken place today, and then we'll put a bow on this. So Lando Squeeze and Miami played a tough group of teams. Miami goes home without a win. Orlando feels good about getting one before they left. Then the upset of the weekend was the way that the Fives took out the Ranchers, won 3 in a row. The Ranchers did get at least a little hint of something to take with them as Adatui Onatoa and Christian Alshon beat Will Howes and Annalie Waters in mixed.